All right, it is Monday, February 13th, 2023 at 6 p.m. This is a Buildings and Utilities Committee meeting. I am Christy Marshall, Chair. I have Mr. Whidden and Mr. Twist with me tonight. And we are looking to provide a recommendation to Council regarding the recommendation of the Board of Park Commissioners to authorize the Director of Public Service and Safety to submit an amendment to the city's COVID-19 CDBG Target of Opportunity Grant to use the remaining grant funding for the improvements to the Troy Senior Citizen Center and to execute any related documents. Consideration of emergency legislation is requested so that the amendment can be submitted and considered without delay, as well as authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to advertise for bids and enter into contracts for improvements to the Troy Senior Citizen Center at a cost not to exceed $213,382.
Okay, so take those in order. So the council had authorized the Targets of Opportunity Grant to do some renovations at the Buckeye House. Those were completed, and there's a significant amount of funding left over. We are asking that we be able to submit an amendment so that we can use that CDBG money to enhance the Senior Citizen Center. Senior Citizen Center has funding in the 2022 CDBG allocation to build a handicap ramp, remove the front, alcove area, and add an electronic door, make it easier. And so what we'd like to do is to the left of the steps where the ramp will go is to create an outdoor covered patio so that we have some outdoor seating area. We can kind of square off that part of the building towards Market Street. And to do that, we need to submit an amendment and make sure the state is okay with it. They are okay with it. This is just a legislation that would document that and make it official. The second part of that is authorizing me to advertise for bids so that we can do the patio and the ramp and the door as one bid. The other part of the project, it would be to replace the two HVAC units. We could do that separately because it's an entirely separate project. We are asking for emergency legislation, as you mentioned, because we need to get it. There's a time limit on when we can use the money, and we want to make sure that we can get the bids awarded and the project underway.
All right. Do either of you have any questions?
Before, I'm sorry, I do want to mention that we did take this to the Park Board. The Park Board did unanimously recommend this because the Senior Citizen Center is under their management. Thank you.
All right. Questions?
You want?
I do, but you guys start.
I don't have.
You go.
If we don't get approved for that grant, or to use the COVID funds, are we still planning to use city funds for that, or is this reliant on?
No, this is relying on that CDBG money, and verbally we have been told
should be okay.
That we are eligible, and
it's ineligible.
They would prefer not to have the money back, and they want to see it used for an eligible project.
Okay.
And the Senior Citizen Center, for a variety of reasons, falls under the CDBG eligibility.
Okay, I just clarified.
I have an offshoot to that question. With the way things are going, costs sometimes rising more than anticipation of the bid. If it comes in higher than the remaining funds we have left in the balance, would we have to come back to council to seek approval for?
We would probably what we would do is scale back on the amenities that we would include on the patio. So we will, I believe what we're talking about is a design-build project where we would bid both the design and the build so that that will streamline the process, and so we'll have a much better idea earlier what the estimated costs are.
Any other council members have any questions?
I do. It's kind of an...
All right, Mr. Phillips?
I don't think you're going to know, and I don't even know if Jill will know, but do we have the original plans on the community center when it was a golf shop, when it was the golf pro shop?
We could probably look.
Mrs. Knight, do we have these?
Yeah.
Towards the library.
Thank you very
The
much.
Nora Balton, the historian Nora Balton.
There's a chance that we have some plans floating around that we could look for. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could look. I'm not sure if you have a follow-up question.
No.
Okay.
Or why you're asking the question.
Yeah.
Well,
Curiosity.
because it's somewhat of a significant, because of the relationship to the park board and recreation and then the evolution into the senior center and that sort of thing. I just was wondering.
Honestly, you just educated me. I didn't know it was anything.
It used to be the golf
Well, you're right.
clubhouse, yeah.
Yes.
Really, very little.
Yeah, it was very small.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we may, it may be, there may be a set in the Senior Citizen Center, there may be downtown in the Historical Library, or Wright State, yeah, it'd be in that old.
Yeah, I forgot about that, yes. In addition to that, you're going to be the one to answer this, obviously, in my mind at least. Do we have any other similar type funding sources for other projects like we do with this ARPA money?
This was the COVID-19
Or the COVID-19,
part,
sorry.
and this was specifically community development block grant, which means
Okay.
it needs to meet certain objectives, such as low mod, such as handicap accessible, such as being in the correct, not district, what do I want to say? No, which... No, the zone, there's certain areas of town that qualify that others won't, for slum and blight and some of those other objectives. So it's very limited in where, and we brainstormed a list of probably 15 or 20 different projects that maybe would benefit from this money. All but these ideas qualified because it is very narrowly focused.
Okay, that's all I have.
All right, any other council members in the audience have any questions?
Census tracts.
No? Anyone else in the audience have questions? All right, seeing none, how would you guys like to proceed?
Move forward with emergency.
All right, we'll move forward with that, and we have one more. To provide a recommendation to council regarding authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the rec facade repair project located at 11 North Market Street at a cost not to exceed $79,000. Funding is from the program year 2022 CDBG allocation funding.
So this is the same pot of money that the previous discussion regarding the senior center, the handicap ramp, $55,000. Council also authorized facade improvements at the rec, tuck pointing, brick replacement. There's some coping on the front entrance. You see the whole list. I won't repeat them. There's 8 items that need to be done. The estimated cost of originally of $75,000. The new estimated cost $79,000. The rec has asked that council authorize it at $79,000 with the understanding that they will pay the $4,000 difference. We are not asking for emergency legislation.
All right, any questions?
Would this project be done in 2023, if
Yes.
approved? Yes. Okay.
All right, questions? Any other council have questions? Nope. Any council members in the audience? Nope. Any audience members? Seeing none, how would you like to proceed?
Move forward.
All right, we will move forward with that, and that is all. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.